Alright. Let us see how this goes.
血の匂いがするぞ。お前、犯人だろ。辻斬り、あくまでも罪を認めぬか。刀を3本。何？巻き！天気だけはいいな、この国は。
I'm making this video in response to Nux Taku's tweets about people not wanting to start One Piece because it's too long. Well, I started One Piece about 2 months ago, and I'm already on episode 255 out of episode 897 and on go. Oh, it's okay, Brandon. Don't get discouraged. You can do this. Quick note, if you don't know who Nux Taku is, he's a YouTuber who talks about anime, and he makes awesome videos about story and character analysis, while also poking fun at anime in his own goofy and sarcastic way. After this video, please be sure to go check him out. While being the inspiration for this video, he was also the one who convinced me to watch One Piece in the first place in his Anime is Precious video. Also, I've switched microphones and I am currently using an audio recorder. If you prefer this microphone over the last one, please let me know in the comments below. Alright, so unless you like taking the long way home like me sometimes, I do not recommend watching the entirety of One Piece. I was initially going to read the manga until I got caught up to the anime, but decided that why not just watch it since I couldn't find the manga online for free on a website that allows ad blockers. Now, the easy fix to starting One Piece is just read the manga. Catching up will take you about a couple of months and then BAM! You get modern animation. And for those who ask, bro, I don't feel like reading, let me let you in on a little something here. Manga is a Japanese comic. And what do comics consist of? 90% of comics are fucking drawings. Shit takes like 5 seconds to read one page. You want sound? Then read the manga until the big fights. Then just watch the fights be animated in the anime. There you go. Or you could be like me and suffer going through old animation and sometimes reading very shitty subs. But I mean, hey, still better than the 4Kids English dub, am I right? There's also a One Piece movie called Episode of East Blue, which covers about, I want to say, 50-ish episodes. A large chunk of the beginning of One Piece is about Luffy gathering crew members in a sea called the East Blue before going to the Grand Line, where the big boy pirates are. So this movie summarizes that. And while I haven't watched the movie, I wouldn't recommend it. Other than its more recent animation, there are certain arcs that I loved in the East Blue, particularly Usopp's and Nami's. and I don't know how in-depth the movie goes with those arcs. Okay, so my last 2 anime videos have literally been videos convincing people to watch a certain show or just anime in general, and this is gonna be another one of those videos. So sorry about that. I swear I will change it up. I have a Todoroki video in the works, as well as one on sports anime, maybe, possibly, I don't know. So don't worry, those are coming up. Alright, so what I'm about to do is compare One Piece to Dragon Ball Z and Naruto. If you have not seen either of those shows, timestamp's probably gonna pop up somewhere on the screen. Just go to that timestamp, and you can skip this whole thing. The video is probably gonna be about a minute shorter for you, maybe plus. Anyway, for those of you who have watched Dragon Ball Z and Naruto, I am not including Dragon Ball Super or Naruto Shippuden in this comparison because those are new-ish shows, not ones I grew up with. I'm going to be talking about nostalgia here in terms of like old-fashioned shonen. I never watched One Piece as a kid. I grew up on Naruto mainly and Dragon Ball Z, and I have rewatched Naruto as a teenager, and I have to say, holy shit, One Piece is so much better. Spoiler alert, but it doesn't add too much to the rest of the story, and honestly, I don't think most of you care. So Naruto vs. Sasuke was like pretty emotional, right? Well, I felt way more emotion watching Luffy vs. Usopp. 2 friends who genuinely enjoy each other's company, and they have a somewhat similar dynamic as Sasuke and Naruto in terms of power. So what made this fight so much better in my opinion, story-wise mind you? In terms of choreography, Naruto takes the cake. Usopp is the underdog, while Luffy is the OP main character, obviously. Naruto had a 9-tailed fox shown in protagonist power-up thing, while Usopp only has a slingshot and whatever gadgets he's made or has picked up along in his adventures. What made this fight so much better is the lack of dialogue in my opinion, from what I remember. There were moments where there was not even any music. Now, the Naruto vs. Sasuke fight at the end of Shippuden, the anime filler bit, was awesome because there was no dialogue shared and no music. But I'm not talking about that one. While Naruto and Sasuke bickered and called out each other's names, Luffy and Usopp just duked it out. Usopp's brains versus Luffy's might, and Usopp was standing his ground for like a good few minutes actually, using an arsenal of projectiles and strategies to fight Luffy. And with this fight, I felt like the reason and pain behind their fighting was more significant than Naruto and Sasuke's. Was their pain being shown when Naruto and Sasuke were fighting? Yes. But the two always wanted to fight each other. Under different circumstances? Maybe. But Usopp and Luffy never wanted to fight each other. They were never rivals. And the stupid reason why Sasuke left was because he felt that Naruto was starting to get more powerful than he was, so he left to get buffed so that he could kill his brother. Okay. Get rid of the Naruto bit, and I think it'd be an okay motivation. In the manga, that whole hospital fight happened right after Itachi attacked, so the manga mainly focused on Itachi being his reason of leaving, in my opinion, while the anime made it feel like Naruto was his reason of leaving for that whole race arc filler thing where Sasuke was like useless and Naruto had to save both their asses again. Yeah, you get the point. In One Piece, the reason was that they needed a new ship since the ship given to them by Usopp's friend was beyond repair. Usopp didn't want to get rid of the ship while Luffy did, however, reluctantly. There's significance in the conflict. The ship not only represents their memories from their past adventures, but Usopp was the only one repairing the ship, and it was his connection to his friend at home. So when they fought, after it was all over, they were both crying. It hit not only because of the fact that Usopp left the crew, but of other circumstances which threatened to separate the crew further that I don't want to really spoil because that would actually be kind of integral to the plot. Now, I love shonen. I eat that shit up, so I'm living Demon Slayer, Fire Force, and My Hero Academia, which are arguably the new generation of shonen. I know Black Clover has gotten good, but I'll have to wait until after I catch up to One Piece, and that one will be a full manga catch-up because I do not want to sit through the early seasons of Asta going, One of my favorite things in shonen is when the squad gets together and wrecks shit up. This would be when Sasuke returns to Team 7 in Shippuden. I'm not comparing, I'm just giving an example. At the end of Kekai Sensen when Season 2, where Leo gets pulled back and the rest of his friends sub in to fight for him. Or when Midoriya and Todoroki show up and to save Ida, you get the idea. One Piece has the best of these moments I've ever seen. Goku would just pull up the whole Deus Ex Machina thing and only show up after everyone was dead, and then start beating people up like he was the fucking police. I'm sorry. Ugh, okay. That one was a little dark. Anyway, it pissed me off. So in watching One Piece, and mind you, I'm only a quarter of the way through, I was afraid they were gonna pull that shit with Luffy, and I mean, they kinda do sometimes, but I'm able to overlook it for the squad moments. Example, the clip that made me start watching One Piece in the first place. Nami, the girl with the orange hair, had just betrayed the whole crew and stole their money to give it to this fish dude so he won't slaughter her hometown and she could finally be free of his slavery. And then he betrays her and she tries to protect her village, but she can't since she's just a regular human. So she has no other option but to go back to the Straw Hat crew and ask for their help. The music that starts playing when Luffy puts the hat over Nami's head and the importance behind that action, and Luffy asking like, "What are we about to do, boys?" And then the squad, it shows the squad like rolling up, like, "We about to dust these punk ass, can tuna ass bitches." And then so good, so good. The other thing about One Piece is that all the crew can hold their own, even Nami, so she is already instantly 100 times better than Sakura. It's not like Dragon Ball Z where literally everybody that's not Goku doesn't get that much shine. Yes, there are exceptions like Gohan versus Cell, but I mean, look at what they did to Gohan after that. And Vegeta and Piccolo for a little while before there's some new transformation that makes their transformations obsolete. AKA, Vegeta going Super Saiyan for the first time, only to get beat up by Android 18 like 5-something episodes later. Another thing beautifully done is if you like the whole character has like a habitual thing they do before they get serious, like Kaneki cracking his finger and Piccolo throwing off his weighted gear, Zoro putting on his bandana, and Sanji lighting his cigarette, just whoo. On yet another note, One Piece's world gives much more opportunity for a more diverse, interesting, and a wide range of powers, settings, and story arc possibilities. Unlike Dragon Ball Z, where Goku literally steals other people's moves and every ki blast looks the same, pretty much just colored differently. Now, like a little disclaimer here. I love Dragon Ball Z. Okay, don't get me wrong. I love Dragon Ball Z. I think the person who loves the show should be able to acknowledge a show's faults or flaws and still be able to love the show. Like I watch Super, I watch the Broly movie, I like Dragon Ball Z. So I mean, yeah, you know what I mean. It's just that it has some flaws. Every show does. All right, out of the way. Time for some more story-heavy stuff. So thematically, Naruto was always about hard work versus talent. Dragon Ball Z was always about never giving up and fighting with all you have. While One Piece is more about family and friends and chasing your dreams, much more so than Naruto was. And unlike Fairy Tail, whose guild gives off the impression that anyone can join and feel like they are part of the family, the Straw Hats are a little bit different. They respect character, everyone has a role they fulfill, and everyone has a dream they are chasing. And that's honestly what sucked me into this whole show. The Straw Hat crew and the dynamics between the crew and their bonds together sucked me into the show like the black hole sucked in Matthew McConaughey. And I just experienced this fourth dimension of just awesome action, personal story, and just amazing. It's good. It's good. One Piece is good. I envy the bonds the Straw Hat crew has. I can deeply relate to the idea of chasing your dreams. But Brandon, you say, Naruto is about chasing your dreams. Yes, it was, but it wasn't as simple. Naruto wanted to be acknowledged by everyone. He wanted to prove everyone wrong, and that's why he wanted to be Hokage. But as far as I am in One Piece right now, Luffy's desire to be the Pirate King, Sanji's desire to see all blue, Usopp's desire to go on an adventure, Zoro's desire to become the greatest swordsman, Robin's desire to decipher the poneglyphs. They aren't doing those things to prove a point. They're chasing those dreams not because they're looked down upon, not because they look up to somebody, but out of pure, almost childlike desire to just do it because they want to do it and they don't care. I'm loving One Piece because it is an embodiment of everything I've ever wanted to do. Go on crazy adventures with a group of friends who I love and become a storyteller. It's full of comedy, life, emotion, and action that you can, so much so that you can overlook the generic shonen stuff. The slow pacing is a little bit of a problem, but I mean, again, just living for those moments of pure, just, you can overlook it. Just start it. Doesn't matter when you finish it. It's like any awesome adventure. You just need to take the first step out of the door and you're on your way. So grab yourself a filler list, some snacks, a drink, and go watch One Piece, damn it. It's good. Or you could just read the fucking manga if you want to catch up fast. That's all I got. Have a nice day. Thank you everyone so much for watching the video. If you liked the video, be sure to paint that like button blue. Want to see more anime content? Hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell for notifications because you're going to want to know when I post next because I'm going to be busy again. Sorry. I just got back from the Philippines. I got a little Philippine cinematic thing I'm doing. Am I going to have a voiceover? I have no idea. We'll see when we get there. Skits are on their way. I'm making excuses for myself right now. I need to stop doing it. I just need to go do the skits. I don't have a cast or crew, so they're going to be little short things, probably coming out in the next couple of months or so after I get my whole college thing situated. Anyway, guys, thank you. Have a nice day. I'm done.